Hello everyone. In today's video from Techcanvass, I am going to talk about how to prepare for and crack the PMP examination. I will share some important and personal tips and tricks to make sure you clear your examination at the very first attempt. So please watch this video till the end. Please subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button below the video so that you do not miss out on other videos that are posted on this channel. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up to help us keep creating similar videos in the future. But before that, a warm welcome to this video, which is brought to you by Techcanvass, an IT certifications training organization and endorsed education provider for IIBA as well as registered education provider for PMI. My name is Sudipt Singh and I have been training as well as mentoring people across various domains for about 10 years now to become successful project manager. But before we move to the first topic, let us first understand PMP. Project Management Professional, also known as PMP, certification is given by the Project Management Institute, commonly referred to as PMI, to those who clear PMP examination. Since the project management industry is evolving rapidly, there is a need for good project managers in the field. So, the PMP examination is the criteria to prove that you are a good project manager. If enough effort and time is given, it is entirely possible for you to clear the PMP examination in the very first attempt. Let me share some tips that can help you pass PMP examination. The true nature of the examination. Many people treat PMP certification as an educational examination, but it is not simply that. Rather, it also involves some psychological testing. It does not only include the stuff that you have read and studied in PMBOK, which is the project management body of knowledge, PMI articles and other guides. It has to make sure that you are able to react in a positive way to various and regularly occurring challenges in the project. And that is something your nerves can easily handle, not the crammed material. Another important thing is that every time PMI exam is scheduled, it takes into account the new trends in the project management industry and incorporates them into the test. So it is important to stay aware of the new trends and challenges in project management. If you hold on to your previous knowledge or just onto the books that are written decades ago, you are missing on some important stuff. Moreover, the two important documents on PMI website regarding PMP examination are Exam Syllabus Document and PMI Code of Ethics. Exam syllabus documents or the content online is extremely helpful as it includes the topics, skills, and other material required as a project manager and the process groups that you should go by while preparing for the examination. The PMI Code of Ethics has an overview of the moral and ethical values specifically for the PMI and project management. So going through it will definitely help. Next, custom study plan. The most important aspect of preparing and attempting any examination is to schedule study hours for it in your daily routine. You might be an early riser or a night owl. Also, you will have to balance your family or work or university life alongside it. So the point is to create a custom study plan according to your sleeping habits and routine, so you can manage other chores of the day as well. Next is refer and study. The PMBOK guide has all the necessary information for you. It contains an overview of PMP certification as well as its requirements and conditions. It also lets you know the type and number of questions. It also tells the time allotted for PMP examination and the passing criteria. There is detailed information regarding the course and topics that should be covered. The percentage of questions for each subject is also well explained. So, it is important to study and refer from the PMBOK, but try not to solely depend on it. There are a lot of other good books and data available for preparation. Next is process groups. Process groups are important to be understood as they are the backbone of any project. There are a total of 5 process groups, each with its own ITTO, a short form which stands for inputs, tools and techniques, and output. Do not intend to cram or memorize them. This will do you no good, but rather invest time into understanding them well enough because it is going to be helpful for you as a project management professional in your future as well. Next is understand all ITTO. ITTO is a cycle. Inputs, tools, technique, outputs that needs to be understood as they are quite complex. Without understanding ITTO, you are not going to get through the PMP. So buckle up. Next is understanding the tools. ITTOs include various tools that are complex and difficult to comprehend. However, once you understand them, everything starts making sense. So understand all the different tools such as cause and effect diagram, flow charts, check sheets, Pareto diagrams, histograms, control charts, and scatter diagrams. Next is memorizing formulas. While you are practicing the questions, you will come across a lot of formulas. Make sure you spend some time on them and understand them. Once you have understood, memorizing will be easier. Then practice a lot of questions to know how they actually fit in and work. Next is about using additional materials. There are many new and good books, study guides, as well as online sites that can help you with a good preparation. Restraining yourself to one book limits your area of knowledge. One of the most helpful books that you can refer to is Rita Mulcahy's PMP exam prep book. Its 10th edition is the latest one and it has a very easy to understand language compared to the PMBOK guide. Another beneficial thing that you can find on Google is Edward Chung's website. It has tricks, tips, and study notes, links to practice examinations, and good explanations of the difficult and confusing terms. Talking about practice tests, many people tend to start practicing any sort of questions that come in their way. Once you have understood the true nature and the outline of the examination, you should be able to differentiate between the questions that are significant and relevant and the ones that are not. While practicing, you will get to know that many questions are easy, direct, and short. Others may be trickier and time consuming. There are formula based as well as scenario based questions. To be equally good in both cases, practice as many relevant questions as you can. Also, there are several ITTO questions that are based on the tools and techniques used in project management. For these kind of questions, you can refer to the guides on PMI sites or PMBOK. Apart from understanding, cramming, and solving practice question, it is important to practice some tests as well. There are PMP exams available online as well as past PMP papers. Writing and solving these past exams before you actually appear in the exam will help in articulation and management of stress and time. Next is the PMI website. To study and take help from the articles that are posted on PMI website. If you go and check the PMI website, you will find there are several articles and white papers added regularly. They address all the basic and newest trends going on in the industry. They also include such things in the exam. So it is a good idea to go through the site once a week and read the newly uploaded articles until the date of your examination. This tip will really help. Next are some personal tips that I would like to share with the audience that helped me personally in cracking the PMP examination. First, read the PMBOK and Rita Mulcahy cover to cover at least 2 times each alternatively. That is, start with PMBOK and read it with an intent of finishing it, not with an intent of understanding it. Once you have finished PMBOK cover to cover, move on to Rita Mulcahy, then again come back to PMBOK. At that point in time, you should start making your notes as well when you are reading PMBOK for the second time. And then whatever areas or topics you are unable to understand, when you're going through Rita Mulcahy the second time, try and understand those areas and topics to clarify your doubts. Next one would be to consult and collaborate with colleagues or peers. Even better if you can find a study buddy because they are going to keep a check on your progress as well. Also, keep yourself updated with the latest information related to PMP from the PMI website. Talking about preparation courses, you should take official courses from PMI through a registered education provider. Another tip is that you should take the examination early in the day because the body and mind are fresh at that time. That being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we would be happy to help. You can visit us on www.techcanvass.com or give us a call for any support required. Thanks for watching this video. Please share this video within your circle if you find this helpful. We'll catch you in the next one.